Over the past 20 years, I've tried all of the big email marketing platforms. I even looked at some of those weird self-hosted ones where you had to cobble a bunch of stuff together. Anyway, today I'm going to show you which one I'm using, why I'm using it, how it compares to others, and why I'm using it to build a 7-figure business, and show you some of the tips and tricks on the inside as well. Let's play the video.
The Email Marketing Show.
Hello. Welcome to the show. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because only about 25% of you who watch these videos actually are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you do that. And if you haven't already grabbed free access to my brand new email marketing course about the psychology of email marketing, it's called Email Marketing Sorted. It shows you the exact process, the entire engine that I used to take one of my offers from $27,000 to over $500,000. It's absolutely amazing, and you can get it for free by going to emailmarketingsorted.com. So, what we need, if we're going to go to 6 or 7 figures in any business, we need a system that doesn't just let you send out newsletters. That's really, really important. The days of just sending out pretty-looking email newsletters are over. And so what I've done is I've looked at all of these email marketing platforms, right? And I've looked at them in terms of a few different categories. First of all, automation. This is what helps you to serve more people without you having more stress of one-to-one communications. It allows you to take care of everybody and react to things and actually get more out of what you've already got, because you're there when somebody needs you. I'll get more into that in a bit. Secondly, deliverability. Do your emails actually get delivered? Because you can do all the work you want in the world. If no one's seeing your emails, it sucks. Third, entry points. How do people actually get onto the email list? We're going to look at that. Analytics. Can you see what is working and what is not? Because I'm surprised at how many of the massive email marketing platforms don't tell you the information you actually need. Customer support. Can you talk to someone on the odd occasion when you actually need some help? You'd be surprised at how many times you can't with some of these platforms. And pricing. Some email platforms are as much as $500 and more per month. And some start off really low cost and they lure you into a false sense of security. But as your business grows, they basically take your eyes out when they cost you a fortune. So, look, I've used many email marketing platforms over the last 20 years, including ActiveCampaign, Keep, MailChimp, which I find hard to use, by the way, GetResponse, Aweber. I even use one called One Shopping Cart. But in September 2024, we completely switched to a platform called High Level. And I just want to show you why we're building a 7-figure business inside of High Level. And if you want to take it for a spin, by the way, I've put a link in the description where you can play with it and have a go and do all the things that I'm talking about for free for 14 days, which is exactly what I did as well, by the way, because you want to make sure you like it. So let's get into it. Well, I'm going to share my screen. So we're going to get into, first of all, automation. We need to be able to automate so when someone joins your email list, they receive some emails from you. Or if they take certain actions, if they engage quite a bit in your emails, you might want to sort of put them through an automated pipeline of emails that follow up with them. So we want to have automation. When someone buys something from you, you want them to receive it. All these kind of good things. So let's share my screen. And as you can see, this is not like a logical, really difficult to get your head around thing. It's no logic puzzles. It's very visual. If you want someone to come and join your email list, and we'll talk about how they join in another part, then you want it to wait for, 10 minutes. Wait, time delay, 10 minutes, save action, and then you want it to send them an email. You literally does that. You type in the from name, you type what the email's going to say. Hi there, blah, 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 blah. You merge in their name, save the action, and it was going to ask me to put a subject line in. Hello. Save the action, and you carry on. You wait a few more days, then send them another email. Really visual, really easy. You literally click and you drop things in. Really, really, really cool. Second thing we're going to look at, so it's really, really simple to do that. Like, you don't have to be smart to do that. You can literally do it in a bunch of steps right inside the builder. Second piece, deliverability, right? Deliverability Getting your emails actually delivered is much more weighted on your website address than the email platform that you use these days. It used to be a case that spammers and naughty marketers used to jump from one email platform to another email platform to get better deliverability. Well, of course, Gmail and its band of merry men figured that out. It realized that. So instead of saying, oh, it depends on the email platform you're sending from, actually a bigger weighting is what is your website address, your domain that you're sending from. So when I send emails, I'm sending from Email Marketing Heroes. That's what it's going to judge it on, all right? But a huge part of deliverability in 2026 is actually whether your emails are actually being sent to people who are engaged, or are you actually emailing disengaged subscribers who don't care? So people who don't open and click your emails are dead subscribers. So it's easy to set up a really simple automation in high level that removes people who don't engage, for example, for 60 days. And actually, I'll show you one of my other automations. I have an automation set up so that, let's share the screen here, so that if an email bounces, so that we send an email out, whether it's automated or live, if it bounces, we immediately unsubscribe them. So we are never going to be sending emails repeatedly to email addresses that bounce, because that's going to give us a really bad reputation. So we can set that up. You can just see the event I set up here is at the top. An email bounced, and then if that happens, do this and do this. Unsubscribe the contact, put a little tag on them to say we unsubscribed them, and hey ho, there you go. It's amazing to me how many people are not doing this simple thing. Don't be shady. Don't email people who are not paying attention. Because honestly, the people who are just mailing people and not unsubscribing people are generally doing that because they see their subscriber count, the number of subscribers they got, is a pure vanity metrics, right? Oh, I've got 10,000 people on my email list. Yeah, but like only 2,000 of them ever open your email. So if actually deleted the other 8,000, those 2,000 people who really like your emails are going to see the emails. It's going to be so much better. So I would definitely go for less people who are way more engaged. And to begin with, if you've got less than 5,000 email subscribers, I would use what's called a shared IP address, right? Which is what you can set up inside a high level. You can basically have a dedicated IP or a shared IP address. Let me explain what I mean, right? A shared IP, I want you to imagine that you live in an apartment building, right? And you share this same building address with dozens or even hundreds of other people. But if one of your neighbors is a troublemaker, i.e. they're sending spam, not keeping their list clean, all that kind of stuff, it affects the building's reputation with the postal service, right? But the upside of it, it's not all doom and gloom, because I am saying if you've got less than 5,000 subscribers, you should have a shared one, because the upside is the building already has an established reputation, and you benefit from all of the good residents who've been there longer than you, which is great when you're first getting into the platform. Whereas a dedicated, so that's called a shared IP address, where you're sharing the sending address that your emails are coming from through the email platform. You can do that in high level. The other option is a dedicated IP address. And I recommend you do this once you've got 5,000 to 10,000 and up over subscribers. A dedicated IP address is where you own the house with your own address. You get your own unique address that's only yours. Your reputation is entirely in your hands. So you've got no neighbors to worry about. But here's the catch. If you've just moved into that address, if you've just got a brand new account, it's a brand new address, the post service doesn't know you yet. So it doesn't know whether to trust you. It's a little bit cagey. So you have to build your reputation from scratch, which takes a bit of time, takes a bit of consistency, takes a bit more strategy. So the nice thing is, when you do get up above that 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers, within high level, you can get your own IP address. It actually has the ability to get your own IP address without paying for third-party services. I know when I used to use Keep, love Keep, great platform, used to be called Infusionsoft, but we used to have to pay for a third-party integrations company so that we could actually use our own IP address when we had a larger list, which didn't make sense. You don't have to do that in high level, which I really, really love. So the next is entry points. How do we get people onto and into your email marketing platform? Well, In high level, you can make some really simple forms. Let me grab some of these forms for you. So, for example, if I share this, you can make some really simple forms on some landing pages where people can join your newsletter. So I mentioned my email marketing sorted program. Actually, if you want to see this page, that was built on high level. So yes, it builds, you can build the page and build the forms. So this was all on high level. So if somebody goes to emailmarketingsorted.com and they fill in this form, they're now going to be on my email list. And because high level builds the forms and runs the email marketing, there's no gaps where it all doesn't get connected. You also make landing pages where you can offer people free stuff. So in this case, this is a free course, or it could be your newsletter. And the other thing you can do is you could build registration pages for your event. So, for example, we have this webinar that we do sometimes. And again, this was built on high level. And when somebody registers for my webinar, my online masterclass, then again, they're going to enter my email marketing platform where I can follow up with them, nurture them, take care of them, and make offers to them. You can even make full sales pages. So that, like this is for my Academy membership. So this all built at high level, but when somebody buys through this sales page, they're now on my email list. You build these things right inside of the high level platform, right? And that means every person who signs up, every person who buys, every person who registers is now on your email list. You're building your email list. There's no extra tools where you need to use Zapier or something in the middle, like the duct tape of the internet, to actually integrate them. This, having it all in one place, saves me hours. Now, let's talk about analytics. Yeah, snooze fest. It can be a bit boring, but here's the thing. When you can look back at your emails and see which ones got high opens, more clicks, and made more sales, that just tells you what to do more of, right? Now, since your emails and your forms and your sales pages all happen in this one platform, you can easily see how well something is performing, so you don't need to do more of the stuff that is not working, and you need to do more of the stuff that is working. I'll tell you an example. I had a meeting with my team about maybe 18 months ago, and we sat in this boardroom that we hired for an afternoon or a day or something. And we pulled up the numbers, and we'd been paying a social media manager to take care of our various social media. We'd been paying like $1,000 or so a month, like quite a bit of cash. And we looked up where all of our leads, how people were getting onto our email list. And our social media at the time had generated something like 5 leads in 5 months. So we'd been doing this for 5, 6, 7, 8 months, and basically bringing in no leads. So when you can look at the analytics and go, oh, our social media channels, our Instagram at the time or whatever it was, is not bringing us any leads, you know what we're going to do? We're going to stop that. Well, it's just not working. The strategy's not working. Do we want to put the effort into it? No. So I just immediately messaged the person who was our social media manager and said, look, I think we're going to just stop doing this. We cut a massive expense from the business, not just a financial expense, but the fact that every week I had to create social media content, which was also a big time suck that I could be doing other stuff with. So I could only do that because I can look inside a GHL and I can say in a high level and go, oh, this is where these leads came from. This is what they bought. This is what they did. And here's a big one. When it all goes wrong, how easy is it to get customer support? Look, if you want help finding out how to do something, or you need some help, and we want to know that we can actually reach out and get good help. I've been amazed over the past 20 years at how many of these email marketing and CRM and all these platforms, how terrible their customer support is. You have to send them an email and wait 3 days, and they come back with a question, and you reply, and you wait another 3 days. It just takes forever. Yes, in high level, I love the automation builder. I love that I can build sales pages. I love that I can take payments through it. I love that it's all in one place, so I only have one platform to log into, and I can give different users to different people different usernames so they can log in and help me with different tasks. I love all these things about it. But the thing I love the most, that blew me away, was when I realized if I needed help, like, where is this thing? How do I do that? Is this possible or is this broken? By the way, it's never been broken. It's generally me. That's just like, oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't realize it was there. That's how you did it. Here's how you can actually contact a customer support. First of all, you can, of course, chat to an AI chatbot, which will often just show you the answer. Hey, where do I do this? Oh, it's just here. Instant, done, awesome. The next thing you can do is you can live chat with a human being in the chat if that chatbot like runs out of steam. And of course, you can email as usual, but here's when it got really insane for me. 24/7, you can get on a real-time Zoom call one-to-one with their customer support. And they literally will get on, share their screen, they'll be on camera, you're sharing your screen, you go inside of your app, they know the app inside out, and they will walk you through it and solve any problem with you. This is probably the best tech customer support I have ever seen. So that's all really good. That's me singing the praises. But now let's get into the pricing, because I know pricing is important to people. Now, this is one of those platforms that brings a lot of other tools together. One of the things I realized when I was moving over back in September 2024 was how many other platforms I didn't need anymore because it was now all under one roof. So if I go and take a look at all the things this replaces. So the first thing is it replaces your page builder. So let's say you were going to use ClickFunnels, right? And you can use ClickFunnels for about as low as $97 a month to build your lovely landing pages, to build your shopping carts, to build the sales pages that you want to build. So that's the first thing. So we're going to have a page builder. That usually costs $97 a month. Then we've got our calendar booking system. I didn't even mention the fact that you can have your entire calendar booking system. We used to use Calendly, and again, you can pay like $12 if I go into the monthly, if I go into the USD and I do monthly, it's $12 a month to have the calendar booking system. Well, there's a calendar booking system which looks exactly and works pretty much exactly like Calendly already in JHL. And then you've got your email marketing platform. Okay, let's take a look at a few different examples, all right? So we've got Keep, which is what I used to use, used to be called Infusionsoft, for about 4,000 contacts, all right? You have to have 2 users with Keep. That's $383 a month. Now, the good news is, Keep also used to charge $2,000 as a setup fee on top of that. They don't do that anymore, thankfully, so you can just get going for $383. And it's really good. I used Keep for years. It was best in class. So $383. MailChimp is the one that some people get sort of pulled into because it starts off as free, but then as soon as you start getting any decent number of subscribers, so if you get, again, I'm trying to get that sort of 4,000 to 5,000 subscribers. If we got 2,500 to 5,000 subscribers on their standard plan, it's going to be free for 14 days, and then it's going to be $100 a month, okay? And then, and bear in mind, that doesn't do calendars and all that sort of stuff. Or you've got Active Campaign, another massive player in the space. And basically, what you're talking about for Active Campaign, oh, they really don't want me to go. What they want here is basically $79 a month for, because these ones here, I noticed when I was looking at this, they have like basic automation stuff, like limited segmentation. Like, I want to be able to pick and choose like how I divide my audience up so I can segment and talk to my audience about what's relevant to them. I don't want any limitations around that. That seems crazy to me. So I think the only one that I would really want to go with was $79 a month. Okay? And that's if it's billed annually. Where's the monthly plan? I can't even find the monthly plan. So I don't know how that's going to work. So it's probably going to be, I would say, my guess is it's going to be about $99 a month or something like that from them. So that's what you could do. The total for that, right? If you did Active Campaign's most basic plan, including the having a page builder like ClickFunnels, having a calendar system, and having Active Campaign's sort of plan here, this plan, then you'd be talking about $188 a month. And they all have limits on how many email subscribers you can have. Like it says email contacts. Actually, that's more. Oh my goodness. That's $205 a month. The smallest plan would be $79 a month if it's billed annually, which is going to be $99 a month if it's billed monthly, I'm guessing, right? So it goes much, much higher. Now, one of the things I don't like doing is worrying about how many contacts I've got, because every time I get more contacts, what we used to do is go, is there anyone we can get rid of? Because I don't want to go in that next tier where I go from 5,000 to 7,500 and my bill jumps up like that. Like, I don't want to be having that additional worry in my business. What's really beautiful about High Level is the pricing. The package that I use, I don't use the 497 package because I'm not creating an agency where I'm selling High Level. I don't even use the 297 a month agency package. I use the $97 a month package. You can have 3 different sub-accounts. I mean, you can basically run 3 different businesses from this if you want to do one for you and maybe a side hustle and a friend's one. And unlimited contacts. And to be fair, Keep charges you more to have additional users. So High Level allows you to have additional users. I forgot about that until just now. So to bring all of those things together under one roof, right, for the best price and the best feature set, everything that natively connects to each other and it lets you grow, I can't find anything that even comes close to High Level, which is why we are all in on it. That's why we use it in our business. And we help, we obviously help people with it, right? We actually don't have an agency where we help people, but like we love seeing people use it. Actually, I might even do a full video about my whole High Level setup that runs my entire business automatically. And so it like serves everyone, turns subscribers into buyers day and night. If you'd like me to do that video, just let me know in the comments, and I'll let me know, and I'll show you all the cool stuff that I've got going on inside of my High Level account. Now, if you do want to take this for a spin and go, do you know what it is? I like to take this for a spin. And go and use the same platform as me and my businesses are using, go use the link below and get a 14-day free trial and go and see why I like it so much and see how much stuff you can do with it. Now, if you want to see my entire automated system for turning brand new subscribers into paying clients really, really quickly, check out this next video and I'll show you exactly how we do that. And we even do that in High Level. See you there.